Always, the way you earn a square is by determining if the celebrity is giving a correct answer or just fooling around like Steve Allen does. Pick a square, Loretta.
Red Travalena.
Fred, all you can see is red there. That's old Fred Travalena. Yeah.
Ah. Oh, you mean they left the F off?
Yeah, no, well, it's there.
It's not Travolta or Trevino.
No,
it's
it shows you
right?
how much a fan Loretta is of you and your career.
Yeah, well, tell me all about it. You want to buy a jacket?
It's good. Loretta, he's Fred Travalena. He's a world-famous impressionist and comedian, and we'll see just how funny he is. Fred, one of our lovely and glamorous stars, is featured in the December issue of Playboy magazine's Sex Stars of '86.
Ooh.
Is it Audrey Landers, Judy Landers, Mary Lou Retton, or Dr. Youth Westheimer?
It's the same as Fred
Dr.
Travalena.
Westheimer.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Well, you know, in the voice of Dr. Ruth, when I was a little girl growing up, we were not allowed to have.
Well, I'm going to go real bizarre because this is a fun show, and I would say, to me, I would love to see something that had to be Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
He says Dr. Ruth, Loretta. What do you think?
I disagree.
It's Dr. Ruth. That's it. That gets a square.
Pack your bags. You're about to meet the passport to get us out of this hovel. Fresh from Jersey City, Jersey, my friend and fellow cohort, ladies and gentlemen, I present Sebastian Fontaine.
Somebody order a legend?
Come meet my family. Sebastian, you know Anthony? Sebastian, this is Annie, his first wife.
See ya.
And this is my wife's much elder sister, Charlotte.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am. You're about as pretty as a litter of newborn pigs.
Thank you, I think.
Guess what he does?
I know. He's the Archbishop of Vegas.
Oh, you mean my wife, Loretta. Loretta, this is Sebastian.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am.
You look familiar. Are you in Nikki's bowling team?
No, ma'am. I'm the king.
Of England?
No, dearest. Sebastian is the world's greatest Elvis Presley impersonator.
What a coincidence. You look just like him.
We made a deal today. This talent extraordinaire has wisely asked me to be his manager.
Yeah, Nick's promised me I'll be an overnight sensation by the end of the year.
Nikki, will you still have time to manage my career?
First I'm going to make him a star, and then I'll have credibility as a star maker. You can appear on his first Christmas Network show.
Hey, Mark, look who's here.
Oh, Sebastian, I'd like for you to meet Mark.
Hi, little buddy.
Hi, does he come with batteries?
Oh, Sebastian.
I forgot my scarf. I look silly without it.
Well, Sebastian, it's late. I really do have to go to bed.
Why do you keep resisting me? I mean, I know you're not sleepy. I saw that wild look in your eyes when I sang Blue Hawaii.
That was revulsion. Nick mistook my knee for Loretta's.
Night and you and Blue Hawaii. See, I'm kind of cute when you get to know me.
Kind of. But who are you? I mean, look, we're all alone here and you're still doing Elvis.
Yeah, but that's what I do. So, what's our next step?
Yours is out the door and into your car.
Well, ma'am, see where I come from, when a hound dog has an itch, he just got to scratch it.
That's your come on?
No, ma'am. This is. Why, Charlotte, I do believe you're all shook up.
Well, Sebastian, good luck with whatever Nick drags in.
Well, wait a minute, you're going to stay, aren't you? I mean, I won't be able to audition without my good luck charm by my side.
Sebastian, look into my eyes. Get a rabbit's foot. I am not your good luck charm. I am not your anything.
Oh, yes, you are. The other night when you kissed me, you wilted my pompadour.
Wait a minute. I didn't kiss you. You kissed me.
Ma'am, I know when a woman is kissing me.
Well, maybe for a second. But I was kissing my fantasy. I was kissing Elvis.
Well, kiss him again. He's ready.
But you are not Elvis. I don't know who you are.
Uh-huh.
Come on, would you stop doing that?
What?
The lip. The willies. I don't know where Elvis leaves off and you begin.
Well, that's the whole idea.
Oh, I give up.
I'm Bob Brubaker.
That's it. There you are. Hello. Nice to meet you, Bob.
Just don't tell Nick that I broke training.
Oh, forget about Nick. He's not here. Just be yourself. Bob talking to Charlotte. Now, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel like I'm a hunk of burning love, baby. Uh-huh.
Because this is his first appearance, I hope you'll all make him feel welcome because he's a brilliant talent. Mr. Fred Travalena.
I want to make a good impression, my friends, but I have got a sad confession, my friends. I must admit something isn't quite right, and I'm just not myself tonight. I spent the entire day rehearsing for you, but I feel like some other person, it's true. I fought it with all of my might, and I'm just not myself tonight. I don't know how to tell you what's been happening to me. Explaining isn't really very simple, but it's happening, I swear.
My voice is changing.
And my hair is feeling blonder, and my face is growing dimples. Hi, everybody, I'm Glenn Campbell, and here's my song. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire. I can hear you through the wine. In the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I gotta get my head together before my senses leave my brain. It's getting so I don't know whether my name is Glenn or Fred or Wayne. Wayne Newton. That's funny. How funny. I give the world to be among the folks in the acts. I even know my mammy. She's waiting for me, praying for me down by the Swanee. The folks of North will see me no more when I get to that Swanee. When I get to that Swanee shore. I really don't know what to think. Hey, I'd be Wayne if I were taller. Boy, this problem's sure a stumper. 'Cause right now, I feel like Humperdinck. Please release me, let me go. Oh, I don't love you anymore. Ooh, to waste our life would be a sin. Release me,
What kind of clown am I? Right to a new life. Like a tiger got to eye. That's what you fly into my life. Why can't I be myself? And maybe then I'll know what kind of I am. Well, you just gotta see that I'm waging one hell of a fight, and I'm just not myself tonight.
Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much.
You do Eddie Cantor, I'll kill you. Just great. Very talented.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here on the show. Thank you.
You got a very dear friend of ours handling you, Harry Steinman. Please give him my best.
Certainly
you?
will. He's a beautiful man.
Terrific. You do any more impressions?
I do a few impressions of different people. I have my favorites I like to do. One of them is Myron Cohen. You do Myron Cohen?
Yes.
Story about Moshe dying down across the desert. 90 miles an hour in a 50-mile speed zone. Get stopped by police, Mrs. Moshe. Are you crazy? 90 miles in a 50-mile zone. She says, look, I got one eye. What do you want me to do? Watch the road or the speedometer? Thank you very much.
Yeah, just do them. I'm a...
Another one of my favorites kept me out of a lot of trouble in the Army. Well, golly, we're saying Steinman, surprise, surprise, surprise.
Just call him and do
Here's
him.
another one. Here's a guy that you probably all know. God bless you, folks. Don't touch me unless you love me. So I keep going along the road
When do you
there.
first start doing impressions?
I started doing impressions, like not impressions of people, but like sound effects when I was in school. And I was constantly getting in trouble because the teacher would always call on me. I had one of those faces, you know. They always call on the kid with the baby face. He knows the end. I never did. And they'd say, what happened at the Battle of Wellingford? Who won that? And I'd say,
Well, I don't really know because last night I was up so late I never did get a chance to read.
you know, and I would always cause the whole thing, you know. And then my big thing I used to do, I never could get dates. I mean, I was short, I had acne, I had asthma, I was left-handed, flat-footed, dandruff, and everything else. So I used to go to the movies and sit up in the back by the light where the smoke goes up into the light, and I'd wait for the heaviest love movie to come, and I'd go there. And I'd sit in the dark, and I'd hear all this heavy breathing, and then I'd go. And I'd do this like every 15 minutes, and sooner or later you'd hear, hey, mosquitoes, hey, what kind of theater is this, hey? Right? So then I'd wait till they really got into it. They were really, you know, like the whole thing, and then I'd go, whoa, clear the place out.
Of all the people you imitate, who do you enjoy doing the most?
Well, I really love doing the Jim Nabors thing. I have a lot of new impressions now, a lot of singing impressions that I'm doing. I do a world-famous author that we all know. Does a show quite often.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here to plug my latest book, which is the life story of Charo. It's called In Hot Blood. Or I really shake my tail for you.
You do impressions of women also, right?
I do a couple of women impressions. They're hard. I don't like to get into them too much because I don't want to become a female impressionist, but I do a few women's voices. One of them is Mom's Maybe.
Oh.
His Mom's Maybe.
You know, I just had a knockdown, drag-out fight with husband number 9. Yeah. I told him, when you die, I'm gonna have you cremated. He said, what for? I said, you might as well get hot for once in your life.
You got to break away. But I want to thank you very much, Fred, for coming on.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Brilliant talent. It's a pleasure to have you on the
It's
show.
great to be here.
Man, other than your wife, who is the most beautiful woman you ever met? All right, think that one over. Goodbye. This will get you in trouble, Patricia. Lois, what do you think Fred will say? The most beautiful woman. That doesn't have to be an actress or somebody in show business. It could be someone you both know mutually that's not. What do you think?
I've heard him comment on Stephanie Powers, that he just thinks she is wonderful.
Yes.
And now Shirley MacLaine, he's in love with Shirley MacLaine.
Yes.
I know he's in love with. If I were not around, he's in love with Shirley.
We got it.
He really
okay.
is. And then there's Kathy Lee Johnson, who's on Good Morning America. But I would have to say that he's met.
Oh, that's right. It does say ever met.
Someone that he's met, and it doesn't say, beauty-wise, I take it.
Most beautiful woman you ever met.
And this is a stab in the dark. I'll just say Stephanie Powers.
Stephanie Powers. That's certainly a good one. Here he comes. Fred, who will it be? The most beautiful woman you ever met?
Well, obviously, my wife is number one.
Well, we set aside from your wife.
Aside
Other than
from
your
my
wife.
God, that's a tough. I meet in the business. You know, you meet a lot of gorgeous women. But this is going to sound a little like a Frank Capra movie, but I honestly mean it. That would have to be my mother.
No, that's not what Lois said, but you're close.
Close? What did she say?
Okay, honey.
Who did she say?
She said your aunt. No, she didn't. She said...
Sister.
Stephanie Powers.
Stephanie Powers?
Does Stephanie Powers look like your mother a little bit?
No, but Stephanie Powers is... Well, I'd like to have a little heart-to-heart with her sometime.
Yeah, right.
Dance, 'cause you know they'll be stopping the show. Hear that beat from their fabulous feet. That's entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stickettes. The guy who is hit with a pie or the joke that has plenty of hook and the bob when you laugh your head off. That's entertainment. A song when you're singing along with a band. That's the best in the land. Gets you high like the 4th of July. Hey, and that's entertainment. Look out, baby, waving a flag in D.C. with our friend Jimmy C. Hip hooray, the American way. The world is a stage. The stage is a world of
maker Lawrence Welk. You know, his voice is one of the most imitated by impressionists and mimics of all of the show business personalities. Now, watch comedians Fred Travalena and Pat Harrington try to get through this sketch in which they play Lawrence Welk's fictional brothers.
What we want to know is why that great musical trio, the Welk brothers, broke up.
Sonia Hennis Tutu. You know about the trio?
The Dixie Diddlers? Did you ever hear?
Sorry about that, Louis.
Struck me funny, Sonia Hennis. Sonia Hennis Tutu. You know about the trio?
The Dixie Diddlers. Did you ever hear us play?
Well, no, not personally.
The biggest.
Sonia Hennis Tutu. You know about the trio.
The Dixie Diddlers. Did you ever hear us play?
No, I didn't actually hear you.
The biggest.
You can do it. See, they can cut it together if anything works. Anything. Listen, oh, Bill, I can do both parts.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to see and hear one of the most devastating of the young impressionists. He is right on target, one of the most sought after working today. And he is one funny comedian to boot. Over at the Frontier, appearing with Helen Reddy. Would you give a warm welcome to Fred Travalena? Fred?
At the Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. At the Copacabana, superstar singers were always a passion. At the Copa. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Copacabana in New York was probably one of the most famous nightclubs in all the world. Used to headline the great superstar singers of the day. Now, I love to sing and do singing impressions, so today I'm going to do some impressions of singers that worked the Copacabana, starting out with the kid who worked the lounge upstairs at the Copa, 6 shows a night, 6 days a week. My impression of the Midnight Idol of Las Vegas, Mr. Wayne Newton.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Have I told you what an absolutely incredible audience you're? Give yourselves a round of applause. Come on. Come on. Do you want more? Do you want more? Well, thank you very much. Because you've been so very special, I'd like to sing now one of my all-time favorite love songs. 2, 6, 9, 12, go! Swanee, I love you, my dear Swanee. I do the world to me among the folks. Yeah, I know my mammy. Why she praying for me, right down there by the Swanee. The folks that know will sing me no more when I get to the Swanee. When I get to the Swanee. Sure, sure.
I grew up in the show business, man, and my dad was a comic and my mother was a model, and I was always hearing these expressions like Laurence Olivier could read the phone book and make it sound correct. I think that Frank Sinatra could probably sing anything and make it sound correct. So here is my impression of Frank Sinatra singing something he has never done before. Frank singing the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, then there's a Q, and an R, and an S, then there's a T, and a U, V,
I have a hard time being me, a very hard time being me. The voices I hear, the faces I see, those are the people I turn out to be. I have a tough time being Fred. So many voices in my head. My brain becomes switched, soon I'm bewitched.
You see, George, the presidency, it's more of a ceremonial office.
You mean Nancy is running the country? Actually, George, Nancy is more of a manager. The real boss is...
Wait a minute, Dick. It's up to me to tell him. You see, George, the real boss is...
Let me just say one thing. I face it all, and I stood tall and lived my Did somebody call me? Hey, welcome to my place. 3 of you guys in one room. I mean, like, how lucky can a man get?
Hello, King. How have you been?
Well, not too bad, but the food's been lousy ever since Jimmy Carter split, you know what I'm saying?
You were right about China, King.
You're a beautiful audience, Dick. And I love you and Pat so much, you know that, so, have my scarf.
Thanks.
Hey, Dutch, I think you should talk to your woman about her packing. I mean, like, she's taking it pretty far.
Oh, sure, boss. I'll get right on it.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. And, George, you just hang out, all right?